Hello and welcome back to the Artisfy Codecast. Where we left off yesterday was getting the inline edit to work with the timeline items. So we're going to continue from there. We have about 45 minutes. Let's see how far we can get. Okay, so the code starts out right around here, and we were looking at this particular form here. So we should actually make this a form. And then we have the type block, and we were making this a choice. So if we look in our input.js and we look at our choice watcher, this is going to be looking for elements that have DataIkey and DataIValue, and then have a choice above that that has a name equal to the key name that's in the data input key of the element. So this is how this looks. This is how that looks. So here, let's put this on a new line, and we're going to say data I key is going to equal something. So this is the type. And so we could use black as like the color, and then that would give us more freedom maybe to change the name later on. But we're just going to say feedback because that's it's a clearer name. And if we go into the code later, we can always just search for feedback to replace that if we want to change that. And the key is going to be type. The value is going to be feedback. So value is feedback, the key is type. Okay, so now we can delete that, and that was the block type, okay. And the other thing we can do is delete this dash 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 black, this dash dash black. And the reason we can do that is we're going to use the data attribute. Okay, I want to see if there's any colors. There shouldn't be any colors in the mobile style. Yeah, okay, because the mobile style should just control the layout. It shouldn't control the colors. Okay, so that's good. So we got dash dash black, and we got dash dash black down here too. So I need to figure out which is which. There's only two of them though. So this is a timeline block here. And then what is this down here? This is also, I think, oh, this is the legend block. Okay, so we're not going to touch that one for now. And this is underscore underscore block. So we can see, oh, sorry. Okay. Nope. We're not going to change this. We're going to change it in inline edit. Okay. Okay, so now we have the choice. Yep, that's exactly where we want to be. We're going to use an attribute selector. I'm sorry, I'm going to pause for 1 second. Okay, so we're going to use an attribute selector. It's going to be data input key is equal to feedback. Okay, so now if we refresh this and we look at this, oh no, it's not going to be on this, it's going to be on this one. Okay, so we're going to see that it's missing. So we did something wrong. Oh, it's type. We want the value. Sorry. Again, I made that mistake. Okay, so now if we refresh and we click here, sometimes we have to refresh more than once. Value. Let's try one more time. Huh. Okay, so data I value is equal to feedback. I'm gonna oh. Okay, so it looks like it's not there in the CSS. So for one reason or another, it's not selecting that. So if I do this, yeah, it's selecting it. And we're setting the background color to that. I'm not sure. I don't know, I just want to keep like refreshing and yeah, that's weird. Data I value, and inside of here we have the check mark. Choice, let's see, in the SAS file. So we have the choice. And then however, we have the sizes. And we have, oh yeah, so it's not, oh my goodness. Did I, no I am. Sorry, I'm gonna pause 1 second. Okay, so it looks like our SAS isn't compiling for one reason or another. So, oh geez, okay. So what do we, I don't know how we're supposed to get the SAS to compile. I guess I'll look at bundles.sas and maybe like comment this out. Oh my goodness. It's npm run dev. I sometimes absolutely hate this. It's because I have like a start.js file in this folder. Sorry, I'm not used to this setup. Yeah. And so like I'm starting out with a lot of code from Wes Boss's excellent Learn Node class. So if you ever want to learn Node.js or like how to do server-side development with JavaScript, I would strongly recommend checking out this class. It is one of the best classes I ever took in my whole life, including like, college and stuff. And it just has everything you would want. Like just kind of like basic tutorials, but enough to like get you to a point where you're comfortable and like can learn more. And like I've been a developer for um, you know, 6 to 8 years, depending on if you count like CSS and HTML as development. If you don't, then 5 years, 5 or 6 years doing JavaScript, and I still learned so much from this. So, anyways, I would recommend that. That's the kind of basic project I'm starting with, and I'm not like showing you a lot of that code or anything. I'm mostly just working with my own templates. But he has like some setup files here that he starts out with, and I think he's like really used to like working with this, but like um, I don't know. Some of it doesn't make sense to me, but I think it's fine. It's like yeah. Okay. So, anyways, enough of that. Um, so let's get to this. Back to this. Okay. So we've got this one. We don't need to do anything with the check mark. We should probably actually make this a partial that we include, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not quite sure how. For this, we need a key and a value, and we're going to have the key be type and the value be discuss. Then we'll go to the next one, and we're going to have research. And we'll remove this. We'll go to the next one, and we have focus. The next one is payment. Oops. And the last one is revision. Okay, so this last one is revision. Sorry, I might like be coming down with something, so that's why I keep pausing, if you're curious. Okay, so then we're gonna have these sizes. I want to see, what does this size thing even do? It probably does something. So it sets the color and the background color and a hover. Okay, so we do need that. But we do not need these. So delete these. And instead we're going to attach keys and values to this. So data input key is going to be size. Data input value is going to be just say count from 1. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so now we have these. I think that should work. So with the data input choice, I'm going to automatically give it the type and the key, so I don't need to assign those right away. Oh, but if I want the data sync to work, then I do want the key and the type. Okay, so here we'll do data o type is equal to object, and the data output key, the name is going to be type, and we'll just set that to an empty string. And we'll do the same thing down here. And this is just so that we can get the data syncing working. I think ideally the data syncing would just work with this. Like it would like look at one of these values. It would look and say, oh, okay, we need to sync this with the data O key size. And then it would automatically do that. But on the other hand, it's kind of nice being explicit, and everything in the DOM, in my code that has a data O key, a data output key, and a data output type is going to sync with anything else that has a data output type and a data output key. So yeah, I can see arguments for both. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's just look through this code really quick one more time, just to see if there's anything else we can change or clean up that's going to make this code clearer or easier to work with. I think we got everything. Okay, so let's go back up. We want to find this guy. Okay. So now, oh, you might you might have noticed that I changed all of these things, but I didn't change the CSS. So yeah, that's actually the first thing I should do. So let's do this. and blue, gold, pink, green, purple. That's not going to matter anymore. This doesn't help me. I'm just going to have to hope that they're in order, like they match in order. So feedback, yep, I remember blue is discuss. The next one is research. The next one, oh geez. Okay, so I'm just running into all kinds of problems here. I just ran out of space on my laptop doing these recordings, so I just lowered the free space amount that I'll need to continue these. So I think I really only have like another 15 minutes of space left. Okay, so so we've got research, focus, payment, and revision. So let's just copy all these at once. Okay. So we've got those. Then we've got the sizes. So we want the value size. Those are going to be up here. And they're okay. They're each going to have dash dash size on them. So we'll do an and here. And I guess we're going to start at 2. We don't really care about 1 because that's just going to be the default, I guess. Hopefully that works. Okay. So we'll do 3 and 4. And we'll grab this. And wait, why is this? Oh. Oops. Okay. So this is for 3, and this is for 4. Okay, so now if we reload this, I'll just reload it one more time just to be safe. So now we have all of these, they all work. The selected state doesn't work yet, but at least these styles work. So the next thing is let's look at this code and let's see if we click on one of these, our choices are working. So it's being set here, see? Feedback, discuss, research, focus, payment. Okay, so now let's see if we have any code for this. I think I wrote this in a bunch of JavaScript, which was a really bad idea. Let's see if it's here. Okay, so this is what I have. When it's active, do that check mark. Okay, so we do want it to be somewhere around here. So it's going to be like this. So the choice, oh no, sorry, it's not on the choice. So we'll actually delete this. It's not on the choice, it's on the edit area and then the edit area types. So let's see, do we have any? Okay, so we do have that. You know, I think what we'll do instead of using this dash dash type, nah, I don't know. We don't have to use the attribute selector there. I don't want to like mix together too much the data and the and the styling. I mean, I think, we already are doing that a lot, but it's okay if we if we don't in some cases. So let's just look at this one. Okay. So, oh, we don't even have that. So there's no special stylings for this area. So we're gonna have to create this, and it really should, I think, be above all of this stuff. I'll put it right here. I don't think this is exactly where it belongs, but and let's do sizes, because I don't think I have that anywhere. Okay, so we're interested in the key, this key in particular, for types. So we're going to say, and this equals feedback. Then we're going to go in here, and we're going to get the input equal to feedback, and we're going to go into here and display, I think it's block. Let's go into GitHub to look at that line we just deleted. So it was dash dash active. Oh, geez, where is it? Right here. Oh, yeah, it's just display block. Okay, so, and let's put this all in one line. Because we're going to have a few of them. And let's refresh. Open this up. Nice. Now the checkmark works on that one, but not on any of the other ones. Okay, so let's copy this, and we want to copy it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And the next one we're going to do is discuss, followed by research, followed by focus, followed by payment, followed by revision. Okay, so now if I refresh, open this, open that, we've got selects working for all those. Sizes isn't working yet. So for sizes, we're going to say and DataInputKey size, and it can be equal to 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'll say 1, and then we're going to have a data I value, a data input value I should call it, of 1, and then we're going to have the check mark, and we're going to display block. So this is a lot of code for very little functionality, but the reason it's very, very, very nice is we're using the data on the page for the styles too. So we're getting a lot of things for free, right? So I don't have to maintain. Now, like, it's pretty obvious, like, what this is doing, right? I mean, you can kind of see, like, oh, it's saying, like, if this output key is equal to feedback, then we're going to get the element with the input value equal to feedback and say that that's selected, right? Display it, display the check mark or whatever. Um, yeah, okay. Um, and if we had like multiple selected styles, we would do something like this, where we'd put this underneath it, and then we could have like another element here and say like, okay, display block for year 2, right? So this is kind of like this element selected, when this is true. It's like an if statement, kind of. Okay, so now we've got those. Let's go in here. Those work. That's awesome. Okay, now let's go up. So now we should have that all working, right? So now if we go here, we can use, this laptop gets so hot so quickly. Okay, so now we can, instead of using this like custom data attribute, we can use a new, our output data, and we can say data O key, and actually we have to say the data O type is object, and the data output key type is going to be feedback, and the data output key size is going to be 1. And so you can see, like before, we specified these custom data attributes that we were handling in a very custom way, and we also had these styles attached to it too. So it was repeated, right? So now, not only are we cutting down on the repeated code by just having these data attributes do the styling, which admittedly we could have done before, but now we're also so yeah, so we could have done this before. We could have deleted this before, but now we're handling these output attributes automatically. So that's the real improvement. Okay, so anyways, timeline block dash dash black. So that's going to be in our main file, and we learned that it was this one up here. So now instead of this, we want it to be this. And I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, so this is interesting. So the way I set this up is I was like, okay, I'm going to multiply these by 9 pixels to create like every new size. And there's going to be, size 2 all the way up to size 12. So it's just multiplying 9 by this many. And then, I have the same thing up here. And this is when it's not expanded. And then I think, I don't know. No. I don't know. There's one where, if I refresh this page, so see how these are proportionally the same size, but when I open it, they look a little bit bigger, right? So they kind of spread out a little bit. So the idea behind that was that, yeah, I could just kind of match these up to each other. Oh yeah, so this is the, I think, not expanded. And then if I go down here, yeah, this is when it's expanded. Right, so now it's times 12. See? So now it's times 12 for all of them. But the problem is that if I look here, I'm only using this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I guess the question is, do I have 12 sizes and then I can, choose to add them in later? So I'm do a little premature optimization. Or do I just narrow this down to use the sizes that I'm using and call them, size 1, size 2, size 3, size 4, size 5? I think I'm going to cut it down to just use 3 sizes. So that's not ideal because it means I have to like change some foundational code, but it shouldn't be that much. And I think we'll set this as 1, even though it's not user definable. We'll still set it as size 1. So the only user definable sizes are 2 through 5. I guess we could make it 0, but no, we're going to make it 1. Okay, so then let's get these, and we'll do this. So we'll do data output, and it was key size, and we'll do a count from 1. Okay, cool. So now let's go down to our other one. Then we're going to have to change it here too. Oh wait. I forget. Jeez, I'm terrible. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. 2, 3, 6, 9, and 12. That's pretty easy. That's actually got like kind of a rhythm to it. So they're all divisible by 3 except for 2. Okay, so let's go down back here. Okay, so we got 2, 3, we cut out 4 and 5. These aren't divisible by 3. And these aren't divisible. Oh, these aren't divisible by. Oh man. These aren't divisible by 3. Okay, so then I'll select these guys. 1 second, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna do output size, or it's key size, right? Key size equals count from 1. Okay, so we got those, and let's see if we got any more dash sizes. Here we don't. Here we do, but I think it's, yeah, I think it's stuff that's fine. Okay, so now we've transitioned away from the sizes. I think there's, oh man, we still got this. What is this from? That's the legend. Okay, so we don't have to care about the legend right now. Okay, so let's delete this. We haven't changed any of the other timeline items, so those are going to just disappear. Yeah. So, oh no. Okay, so let's go in here. What happened to my first time? I don't care about any of the rest, right? They're supposed to be failing. But what happened to my first one? Did I not refresh enough? No, what happened to my first one? Okay, so why do I have this black and block size 3? Oh, I left that on. Did I leave that on? Okay, I thought I deleted it. I think I deleted it and then I brought it back. Okay, so we have the data O key, the data output key. Okay, we have I'm just gonna ignore the first part. We have the type equal to feedback and the size equal to 1. Okay, I really am like coming down with something. Okay, so we've got the bundle switched on. And this is not switched on. Size 1. Oh, this should be size 2. Because that's the lowest. Okay, so it is working. And if I click that, okay, let's see if this works, right? So if I click blue and I click 3, or 4, and I click save. Okay, wait, but the blue didn't work. The blue didn't work. But the other one did. Okay, so first of all, let's go into our inline edit. I'm sorry, I'm sniffling so much. I just want to, yeah, I have to finish this in like a minute or two. Okay, so I can't take a break. I can't take a break quite yet. Okay, so let's see the sizes. I just want to fix the sizes. So the lowest user editable size is 2. So we'll take care of that. What's happening with this? Why isn't this syncing? So if I go here, I select 4, I select, oh no, select 4. Oh man, okay, so our sizes, the check mark isn't working. And that's because we don't have a 5. Yeah, so 1 is never going to be selectable, but I'm going to leave it in there anyways. Okay, so we got that, blue. Why aren't you blue? Why aren't you blue? Oh, well you got the key type of feedback. So if I go into here and I say feedback, or wait, feedback. Oh wait, no, you're supposed to have feedback. You started with feedback. Why don't you have discuss? So that's not syncing for some reason, and is it because, I mean, even if it was syncing, it wouldn't work in this case, so I guess we can like add discuss here. But why isn't it working? But one reason I could think of is that, maybe this key isn't equal to discuss, but it is. Okay, so let's open here, select this, and save. Okay, so when we select this, what happens to our choice? It does get the discuss. I'm sorry, I gotta pause. So I think, oh man, okay. I think I have to finish up for the day. Sorry. I think really just falling apart. Okay, so I think I have to finish up for the day. I do want to get this working before the end of the day. So that is setting. So the type is being set there. The form has a sync on it. The sync's working for this. What just happened with the form? Oh, okay, it lost the switch on. And if I do, yeah, so this is going to be, okay. Yeah, so this is set in there. Okay, so one possibility, type. I'm not sure. I guess we could actually debug it. Okay, so let's look at input.js. We have the save watcher. We have this. So let's like console log our flat data. Refresh. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's save here. So it's only getting the size. Let's put a debugger here. Refresh. Continue. Oh man, why does that close that? That's so stupid. Okay, refresh. Open this. Continue here. Save. Okay, so now source element. Sorry, I need to zoom out a little bit here. Okay, so the source element is this. I should go through all of these, and when I reach this one and this one, I should get that data. So what does this give me? Just size. Huh. So it's a problem with get data from root node from our output.js library. Oh, yep, I know exactly what's happening. So yeah, this is not something I even ever thought about. Okay, so the problem is that get data from root node is meant to work over the entire DOM, and it's supposed to compile an object that kind of makes sense of the DOM, right? So if you have a parent and then you have a child, and both of them are objects, then the child has to, you know, fit into the object, right? So it either merges or it has its own key, and then it merges that way, right? So either it merges directly or it has a key that it can use in the parent object. And then the other option is if you have a parent and a child and you have a list is the parent, then all of the objects below it can go into it and be added to it. But the problem we're running into here is we have two objects that aren't parent or child, right? And so there's no object above them for them to merge into. So what the get data from root node is doing is it's going into this object and it's saying, yep, okay, got your data. And then in a separate thread, I think it's going into the other object. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into it. So yeah, I don't have time right now. Yeah, I really gotta go. Okay, so that's all for today. I'm sorry, or all for right now. I'm gonna be on probably in another couple hours. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching.